One of the biggest myths in the reading world is that due to their boring and textbook nature, only business and finance students need to read books of this genre. The reality is that every person can benefit so much from finance books, and not all of them are dull. Say the words finance in front of a reader, and watch how they get away from you in a microsecond. These books have a very bad reputation among readers for being boring and bland. If you pick a textbook, then of course it is going to be boring. You cannot expect a textbook to be interesting. But that does not entail that all the books in this category will bore you to death. I say this after personally reading finance books. If you pick the book wisely, you can find really interesting finance books to read. That's what I'd bring to you in this video. I'm going to recommend to you some of the best finance books that you can read in your free time and actually enjoy them. I must say reading these books will help you a ton. If you find this video helpful, don't forget to like, comment, and share. If you're new to this channel, hit the subscribe button and press the bell icon to never miss an update. Links to the books are given in the description below. Number 10. The OnePage Financial Plan by Carl Richards. Being a certified financial planner, as well as the director of investor education, the words of Carl Richards can be trusted when it comes to finances. The man has spent his entire life devoted to the field of finance and making people understand how to handle their finances. In this book, the author has described how he has spent most of his life hearing from people around him the quickest way of managing money. However, the best financial advice is that you do not wait around for making major changes. Carl has gone into grave detail about how even the smallest changes or even making bad calls about the finances can help a person rather than sit back and wait for a grand move. The one-page financial plan emphasizes the importance of letting go of the market, the advice of real estate agents and the stocks, and focusing on what is important to you as an individual and where you want to be. Number 9. Money Master the Game by Anthony Robbins. When it comes to helping people, Anthony Robbins has all hands on deck. The man has written books, delivered speeches, and had personal coaching sessions, all to help people understand how to manage their finances so they can focus better on their families, career, and health. Money Master the Game is one of the best finance books to read if you want to understand how to deal with your finances and pull yourself out of slumps. The best part about this book is that, as part of the research, Carl conducted one-on-one interview sessions with financial experts from every corner of the world. This research led to him discovering the 7 steps that can help you achieve financial freedom. The great part is that these steps are applicable to a person of every income level. The way Carl has described the 7 steps and the casual tone of the book will make it possible for you to read the entire thing without snoozing off. Number 8. The Millionaire Next Door by Thomas J. Stanley and William D. Danko. Thomas J. Stanley has written a few books and numerous articles on the finance genre. Due to his expertise in the field of finance, the man has appeared as a guest on many shows. The co-author of this book has given more than 3 decades of his life to the field of marketing. When these two men give you a piece of advice, you act on it. The Millionaire Next Door caught my eye several times due to the catchy title, but what's inside the book is even more interesting. This book gives you an insight into how a millionaire accumulates his wealth and earns the title of the M word. The book focuses on the working style, as well as the living style of most of the millionaires of America. One interesting thing that this book shares is that despite common belief, most millionaires do not go around flashing their money or overspending it. Instead, they work hard and invest their money wisely while spending a simple life. Number 7. Rich Dad, Poor Dad by Robert T. Kiyosaki and Sharon L. Lecter. The name of Robert Kiyosaki is famous for his book that we are going to discuss today, Rich Dad, Poor Dad. The co-author of his famous book is Sharon L. Lecter, who is also a business owner and an accountant along with being an exceptional author. The first reason why this book is highly interesting is that it is based on Robert's own life. Growing up, Robert had 2 male figures that he looked up to: his dad, whom he has referred to as Poor Dad, and his dad's best friend, who is the Rich Dad. In this book, Robert shares the advice and values about money that he learned from both men. One of the main reasons I love this finance book is that it busts a big myth that you need to make a large sum of money every month in order to be rich. Instead, the book teaches what are our real assets in life and how we can invest our money wisely in order to be categorized as rich people. Number 6. I Will Teach You to Be Rich by Ramit Sethi. After graduating from Stanford, Ramit Sethi has written one of the best finance books of all time, which is also a New York Times best-selling book. The man also has a blog that hosts more than 300,000 people every month, and has been called a wealth wizard by none other than Forbes. Thanks to its captivating title, I Will Teach You to Be Rich, piqued the interest of people across the world. This book busts the greatest myth that you need to kill your smallest spending joys in order to save money and become rich. Instead, the book encourages people on spending money on things they love doing. This book teaches a few major things that can actually help in becoming rich, such as killing your debt and student loans, the art of setting up high-interest bank accounts, scoring a big raise for yourself at your work, and how every person can save hundreds of bucks every month. Number 5. The Total Money Makeover by Dave Ramsey. Along with writing a best-selling book, Dave Ramsey also hosts a radio show that is broadcasted over the country called The Money Game. He is also famous for his 12-week financial planning program that has helped thousands of people. The Total Money Makeover is not a bland finance book that will bore you to death over numbers and equations. This book focused on providing people with a solid and doable plan, rather than giving them numbers. The interesting thing about this book is that the author has focused on referring to money as the personal health of a human body, and how you can bulk up your skinny bank accounts. This interesting take of the author alone can make a person stick around till the end of the book. So when you add a proven and effective financial plan to the mix, then there is no finance book better than this one, especially for rookies. Number 4. The Little Book of Common Sense Investing by John C. Bogle. The author, John C. Bogle, mostly known for his amazing book Common Sense on Mutual Funds, also wrote other finance books in his life, such as The Little Book of Common Sense Investing. Being an investor and a business magnate, the man knew how to wisely invest his money, and he imparted that wisdom to thousands of people through his books. In The Little Book of Common Sense Investing, John has focused on the art of investing, rather than simply saving to increase one's wealth. The author teaches readers how they can invest their money wisely and get successful returns, and the difference between good and bad investments. John has provided a detailed description of the two major types of investments, index funds and actively managed funds, and narrowed down the entire formula of successful investing to index investing. The book also provides readers with important warnings about investments that they need to keep in mind before stepping into the business. Number 3. A Random Walk Down Wall Street by Burton G. Malkiel. The author, Burton, is an American economist who is known for his best-selling book that we will be talking about today. He also wrote another book that focuses on the art of investing. As the name of this book denotes, it is about investing money in the stock market. So every person who is interested in the stock market needs to take time out for this book. This book shares how an investor needs to follow a very simple path to make money in the stock market. The book shares a couple of important concepts about stocks and how to analyze the market the right way. Burton has also shared other valuable information in this book, such as risk parity, factor investing, tax loss harvesting, tax management, Bitcoin, and automated investment advisors. All in all, if you are interested in the stock market and investing your money in a way that gives you ample return, then pick up this book. Number 2. Get Good with Money by Tiffany Alich. Being a finance educator, Tiffany Alich has spent many years of her life teaching people how they can save their money and handle their finances. She's written and published many finance books, but her best one is Get Good with Money. The major reason this book will never bore you is that it is based on Tiffany's own struggle with finances. Instead of adding figures and numbers, Tiffany has discussed how she struggled with finances despite having a safety net for herself. Not to mention, her way of writing is also quite interesting to read. She has narrowed down her entire struggle into a formula comprising 10 steps that will help a person achieve financial security. Along with detailed 10 steps, the author has also provided worksheets, checklists, and advice from gurus that she herself applies in her life. All in all, in this book, you will find short-term actions that will help you attain all of your long-term goals. Number 1. Millionaire Teacher by Andrew Hallen. A little about author. Andrew Hallen is a finance speaker and author who is hell-bent on teaching people how to free themselves financially. The reason why his words always hit the mark is that this author focuses on financial freedom not just as a means of saving money, but as a way to make time for your passion and the ones you love. Millionaire Teacher is hands down the best finance book that you will find. Andrew Hallen has shared his own journey in this book and how he was a school teacher who achieved what is the goal of every individual, to become a millionaire with the salary of a teacher, and that too, before hitting his age of retirement. In this book, he shares knowledge that can help a person understand how the stock and bond market works, so they can invest wisely. Best of all, he has shared how to tackle the market fall. When it comes to financing books, I kid you not, there are no books better than the ones that I just shared with you in this video. From step-by-step guides to effective advice that will give you the results, these books have everything that can help you achieve financial security. So, what's on the wait for? Pick one of the books from the description box below and start reading. If the video helped you find the next book you are going to read, then like and share this video. Let me know in comment section on what type of books I should cover in my next video. Also, if you read one of the book mentioned in this video, share your review or thoughts with us. Subscribe this channel for more such awesome videos. Thanks for watching.